Here are 17 cultural tips for a beautiful relationship with your Filipino VA. After more than 12 years of living in the Philippines, raising a family, and managing staff here, I've learned some key cultural elements which will help you have a successful relationship with your Filipino virtual assistant. Once you adjust to these differences, you will thrive with your Filipino VAs. The first thing is family first. It's above all else, even their job. Your VA is probably the breadwinner for his or her entire family. She's also the one who most likely takes charge whenever there's an illness or a crisis in the family, and there always is. They are often supporting several dependents, such as putting their kids or their siblings' kids through school. These family responsibilities and obligations sometimes take away from her work. She puts them above her work. Number 2, most Filipinos live with an extended family. Knowing about a Filipino home setting can help you understand your VA better, so be sure to show interest in their home and their family situation. Most Filipinos live with their parents and some with their siblings' families. Their home is often filled with kids and cousins, siblings, aunts, and uncles, dogs, animals, pigs, chickens. Number 3, Filipinos are very traditional. They're very conventional. They celebrate holidays and traditional Filipino festivities, especially Catholics, which is the predominant religion here. Fiestas, Holy Week, and other local holidays can be expected all throughout the year. These are more than just days off work, and they have very important cultural significance. So try to respect that and give them the day off. Number 4, Filipinos are shy. They tend to be shy, reserved, and conservative. Sometimes, if you don't ask if something is okay for them, they tend to just go along with it because they're too timid to talk about it. Having really clear, open communication and trust is essential to avoiding conflict that may arise from the situation. 5, Filipinos don't like confrontation. They're very pleasant and easygoing. In Filipino society, confrontations are usually avoided. Instead of talking directly to you about an uncomfortable issue, they are likely to give you subtle hints or actually just ignore the subject completely. If you're not getting an answer, it's because it's a confrontational issue to them. You need to raise the issue in a softer, less direct, roundabout manner. Number 6, Filipinos are sensitive. They're very emotional people. That's what makes them so warm and loving. Sometimes even slight changes in your tone can make them think that you are upset or mad about something. Take note of the words you use. They are easily hurt and affected by it and often carry it with them for some time, which can hinder productivity. This is why I believe regular voice communication is so important. Text and email messaging can be easily misinterpreted. Number 7, Filipinos are very polite and courteous. They're eager to please, especially to their bosses, and they're naturally polite. In the years I've lived here, I don't think I've ever heard the word no. They may say yes, even though they know they can't do it. This is a big frustration to us Westerners. You need to ask your question or deliver your task in a way which allows them to save face if they can't do it. It's also normal for Filipinos to address those older than them or in a high position as sir or ma'am. This is just their way of showing respect. Number 8, saving face. Filipinos find it hard to say no to challenges. They want to please you so much, they will say whatever they think will please you. This is why we think they're lying. They think they're just telling you what you will be pleased to hear. So if you ask, do you understand? Their response will always be yes. So a better way to ask that question is, did I explain everything clearly enough to you? This puts the burden and the fault on you. If they didn't understand, they can respond, "No, sir, you didn't explain that well enough." And you can have another try at it, and they save face. Number 9, socialize. Filipinos enjoy social time with their workmates. This is one of the many advantages of having an office-based virtual assistant. Treat them sometimes to take their workmates, not the people that work for you, there are other workmates in the office, treat them to take a few of them out to lunch. They will love to show their colleagues how great and generous their boss is. Number 10, Filipinos are very conscientious, hardworking, loyal, and easy to please. So a little motivation and encouragement go a long way with your VA. Like all of us, Filipinos are very appreciative if you give positive feedback on their work. Often we tend to ignore the good work and criticize the not so good. It takes literally seconds to acknowledge them. Showing gratitude to your VA can motivate them for a long time. But this is beyond simply motivating your VA. It's about mutual respect, admiration, and enhancing your relationship. Number 11, Filipinos are motivated by incentives and bonuses. I mean, who isn't? Pay regular performance bonuses, even small ones. The money does help them, and you get to show them your support. Gifts such as gadgets, weekend trips, lunches, gift vouchers, they're a great token of appreciation, and definitely use them. But they're always secondary to cash. Just like the rest of us, Filipinos prefer cash. A cash bonus from you can be a great way to say thank you and motivate your VA. A very common trait of Filipinos is called utang na loob, which basically means a debt of gratitude. When you give them something that they didn't expect, or more than what you promised them, they usually view this as a notion that they owe you one. And this can be a great motivation for your VA. Number 12, Filipinos leave their work at work. What a great lesson we can learn from that. Many Westerners live to work. Filipinos definitely work to live. Although they will dedicate themselves to you while they are working, once their shift ends, they leave work, go home, and enjoy their life. Number 13, redundancy and systems. Going back to number 1, family first, there are going to be times that you lose your VA, whether it be for a day, a week, or forever, because of number 1, generally, family first. So try to avoid only having one person know how to do something, especially if you don't know how to do it either. Cross-train other team members. One of the first things you should do, your VA should do for you, is document all your systems so somebody else can take over as easy as possible. Number 14, put everything in writing. Use a project management system such as Asana or Teamwork. Do not put tasks in email. They'll just get lost in the shuffle. Filipinos are great at following processes. Number 15, be clear. Don't just ask them, "So what do you think?" Give them specific tasks and directions. 16, acknowledge their achievements, however small. Praise them in front of their peers, but criticize them gently, privately. And always start by telling them something they did well. Now, this final tip, number 17, will help you win over your onshore employees and convince them that your virtual assistants are here to make their life easier. Here it is. Integrate your offshore virtual assistants with your onshore team. Your VAs can be doing tasks that you and your onshore staff do not like to do or are not strong at doing. This frees up time for you and your onshore staff to work on higher level income producing projects. Your virtual assistant will feel much more valuable if they're working together with you and your onshore staff. So in summary, it's tempting to think, well, you work for me, so just adjust to my culture. I can assure you that if you take the time and take these small steps to acknowledge and respect their culture, your relationship will be a lot less frustrating and far more rewarding. I wish you the best with growing your business through the utilization of the amazingly talented, wonderful Filipino virtual assistants that we're so lucky to have the ability and the opportunity to work with. All the best.